The NFL on EA Sports brings us to North Carolina and Bank of America Stadium here in Charlotte. Eddie Pinheiro about set to get us going, and we are underway here in Charlotte. That's going to be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. They run here with Rico Dowdle. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. From the 31, here's 2nd and 3. They run again with Dowdle. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run here with Dowdle. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. And now they'll throw with Lance. CeeDee Lamb. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. On the run, it's Dowdle. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
A running play, it's Dowdle. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Rolling to his left. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a 1st down. And Lance now to throw. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. 36. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Here is 3rd and 5. A run, here's Lipke. And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy. 1st down, Young. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here, a safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
A returnable for Thomas. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on fourth down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a fourth down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
On play action, Lance. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Following the interception, Young. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. It's Young on first down. Now a leaping catch, he's got it. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there at a first down again. Looking to throw, Young. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Flushed out right. Oh, Young loses it. It's picked up by the Cowboys.
Hey, we can preach ball security all we want here, but how about that effort on defense? Excellent job inside the red zone. Just took away at least 3 points by forcing that fumble.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They'll take over deep in their own end after the fumble recovery as they start first and 10. Just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. It's a gain of 3, and it'll be second down. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it second down and 11. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down. Now Lance. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On first and 10, here's Lance. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. And Lance going to throw. That is caught by Lamb. Through the middle of the field. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb, 70 yards. And the Cowboys are able to stretch out their lead. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that makes this a 9-point game. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. From the end zone, here's Devin Tompkins. And he returns this to the 22. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Young. Dancing to his left. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And they get him down about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 3rd down pickup of 5. Now Young on 4th down. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Young now. But it's caught. Tompkins. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Now a 1st down throw for Young. Throw left side complete. That's Sanders. Touchdown Panthers. Miles Sanders. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers have cut it back within a score. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead is down to 2. After the field goal, on to kick it away is Piñeiro. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on 1st down is Lance. He gets it to Cooks. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Lance now on first down. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Lance. His throw caught at about the 5. And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it, so on comes the field goal unit. And this one is right through. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Now inside the 25. Touchdown, Carolina. Miles Sanders, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And the lead is now 2. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity. Taking it right down Broadway. He's to the 15. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys have retaken a third-quarter lead. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that, man. One play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the third quarter. Now they relinquished that lead back. Could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right? Where it swings back and forth, and who's going to make the play that changes that maybe it puts it on one side and keeps it there.
Left side here to Sanders. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now third down and very long. Now here's Young. Escaping the pressure right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Here's Young. They'll indeed go for it. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Forcing the incomplete pass on fourth down and then roughing the passer.
Your offense was ready to roll, ready to get out on the field and take over. Instead, self-inflicted, now they have to stay on the field and play.
Young looks to throw on first down. That is caught by Thielen. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense.
And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. DeMarcus Lawrence picks up his second sack of the afternoon. On third down, they turn to Sanders. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on first and second down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a first down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on fourth down, but guess what?
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. And the Panthers turned away on fourth down. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up first and 10 right at the 50-yard line. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Here's Lance to throw it. He'll get this to his running back, Dowdle. Oh, good move. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And able to work his way down to the 16.
Now 2nd and 3. And Lance, he's going to change the play.
And now a fumble. The ball's out. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go-around. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Up the middle they go with Sanders. It's a gain of 4, but they're still looking up here at a tough 3rd and 11.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Young on 3rd down.
That swung out wide to Sanders.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Sanders. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
And now an audible here into something else.
1st and 10, Young. Flush to his right. He'll find Thielen working the middle. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he whips that one incomplete there.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
On 3rd and 1, here's Young. Yeah, that one going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive, stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
Who wants it more? This is 4th and a yard.
Watch out now, 50 Fury. Sponge, Drill Green. Go. 41's coming.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call.
Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
Here comes 2nd down.
52 blaster. 41's the mic.
On the counter now, it's Sanders. And a short gain here, down to the 22. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
They'll come to the line now on a 3rd and 6.
Set, go. Ready.
Another run here with Sanders.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, switch gears. Check. Striker, 3-3. Ready, go.
Young. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
Here we go. 1st and goal. Now Young.
Steps away to his left. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Here's Young.
This will be caught at about the 6. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow.
What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the 4th quarter.
And, partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now Lance.
Out to his left.
And he is going to get out of bounds with the 1st down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout.
Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Lance back to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
Xavier Woods with a pick. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
And Young's going to throw it here. And he comes back with one complete. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Young to throw. And that going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Young. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
41 Mike, right
Now Young. Rolling to his right. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Micah Parsons. And the Cowboys are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
He'd been having a good day so far, but I think he got a little overzealous on that one. Still young in this league. Has to learn to try not to do too much on an individual play because, as we all know, sometimes less is more. And throwing away is preferable.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway.
Now he's into the clear again.
And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
I think it'd be real easy here to focus on maybe a defensive breakdown with that type of a play in this situation. But let's give a little bit of credit here. That type of play is clutch.
Boy, it was clutch, but to turn it back to the defense, how crushing is that? You think you've got this thing won, and in the last moments, almost literally, you lose it.
Snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
Well, they had one final chance here on the kick return, but no chance on the other side that they were going to let him navigate all the way to the end zone, Charles, and that ends up being the final play in this one.
Yeah, you're right about that. Special teams coaches, they spend a lot of time working on these types of situations, and they go over every crazy possibility that can happen in this situation. They were able to cover successfully and end the game.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. Till next time, we say so long from Charlotte.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Steel City at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. The kicker, Chris Boswell, has it ready to go, and we are underway from Pittsburgh. From the end zone, here's Devin Tompkins. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Let's go. 45. White. Eat. All day, just like that.
First play, and Young is going to throw it. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Fields.
Right there, 56.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
DJ Wanham got off his spot quickly and got to the quarterback.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
That throw finds Pickens in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
From 21 yards away.
And the Steelers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2.
Here I come again.
Fields trying to throw for it.
And that is going to be caught. And it moves the lead to 8-0.
Interesting. I mean, their kicker's fine, but they just opt to be aggressive and go for 2, and they get it.
Does that not remind you of Mike Tomlin of a few seasons ago? Remember that when he started out the season, just this spate of going for 2 all the time and really making people understand we're going to be aggressive, we're going to come after you? That felt like that Mike Tomlin coaching the team again.
Didn't he do that when they initially moved the extra point back a little bit?
He certainly did. Started to play a little analytics there and also let people know I feel really confident with my offense on the field.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job.
And now off to the races down the right side.
Down the right sideline.
Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. 67 yards.
And the Panthers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Hey, come on, now.
The Young's going to throw for this.
And now he's going to go down. A big sack, and they're unable to tie it. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
From his end zone, Wilson. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big play there on the catch and run. 38 yards.
Well, that's something that this defense is not going to be able to allow if they're going to have success here. They've got to be able to wrap up and get guys on the ground. They end up letting him get away, and it turns into a big play here early on. I can just see veteran observers of the game shaking their heads and talking about the dearth of tackling in the game today.
It got his man complete. And in for the Steelers touchdown.
George Pickens.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Steelers are able to extend their lead.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes this a 9-point game. Well, not content with a first quarter lead, I guess. They're going to go onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Yeah, we saw that one up here, CD. Offensive team, they touched that before it went 10 yards.
Obviously, such a fine line, letting it go the required 10 yards, but also getting to it before the hands team can. Just didn't time it out right, and that results in a flag.
Now a carry for Sanders. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Young here, you can see changing the play.
Now Young to throw on 2nd down.
That's caught. It's the tight end Sanders.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. A big play that time on the catch and run. 33 yards. Young will set to throw. Being chased out left.
Oh, Young loses it.
And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
Better ball security, but not much else to show for it. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Young to throw it. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Panther football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. The kick by Pinheiro is good, and that'll move them back within 6 now.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
After the field goal, on to kick it away is Pinheiro.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields finding room at midfield. Room to maneuver at the 35. Down the left sideline. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. Play action. It's Fields.
Now he's forced out left. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
In motion right, that's Wilson. From the gun, here's Fields.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's the hero of his defense after the play he just made. A 1-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Trying to run it with Patterson.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Cordero Patterson, an 8-yard touchdown run. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And with a successful 2-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
2nd down and 4.
Man, I got you.
Another run with Sanders. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Another 6-yard carry, same as last play. 1st down. They'll run with Sanders. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Looking to throw, Young. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Now Young. He'll get this complete to Sanders, the tight end. And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one.
They go back to the ground with Sanders.
He'll get this down to the 21, just on the edge of the red zone. 2nd and 7.
Young.
Throw right side, taken by Sanders.
Touchdown from 21 yards away.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Hey, check right, check right. Watch 55. Down to lose 1. Watch out, watch striker. 3-3. Let's go.
They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And oh, it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Deshaun Elliott.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And with an 8-point lead, probably not too much of an impetus to try and do too much here.
Here we go, D. All day. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Fields.
Wilson's got it complete.
He's across midfield. Now inside the 25.
And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
56, Mike, 56. Hey, let's get in them holes. 56 to Mike, boys.
Fields now to throw.
You can't block me.
Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Crunch time, defense.
Fields.
Let's go, B.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
Check.
Fields throwing again.
And in for the Steelers touchdown.
George Pickens.
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Steelers would extend their lead here just before halftime.
Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
But it's caught. Tompkins. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Ready. Let's go.
Final play of the half. Young.
That one complete to Leggett. And, oh, he takes a shot at the end of that play.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well.
Down the numbers. There he goes.
Now he's loose again. George Pickens.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
George Pickens.
75 yards.
And the Steelers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. That's a corner that got in there for the sack. Dante Jackson.
I think we've seen this before. If someone's down 3 scores, that situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. They'll try and throw for it here. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And, boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check.
To throw is Fields.
Escaping the pressure right. Out to the right here to Wilson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
2 yards left on 2nd down from the 9. Now it's Fields.
Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jadeveon Clowney. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Back to throw. Fields. That one out wide and intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And the Panthers are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA.
Young working out of the gun. And that's complete to Sanders. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. Here is Young. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now it's 3rd and 3. Off the play fake, Young.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Young, he's going to change it up.
Young now on 1st down. Throwing the slant pattern here, complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
It'll be Young again. Eluding the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. To throw, Young. Flushed out right. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick.
And the Steelers are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play.
And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Back now in Pittsburgh. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
They'll run with Patterson.
And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one.
Jordan Fuller there to take him down.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Here's 3rd and 6. Now Fields.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
On 4th down, Fields. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Escape, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney, his 2nd sack of the night.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Throwing on 2nd and long.
Fields.
He's going to launch it for Washington.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Xavier Woods with a pick. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Young. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Young on 3rd down. It's caught by Sanders. Fighting his way through contact. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution. Even though the scoreboard is going against you, you want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Okay, ready?
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now here's Young. Can't get away, and he's taken down.
Cameron Sutton in there to drop him, and that is the 7th time tonight that he has gone down.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com.
The Steelers earn the win at home as we say so long from Pittsburgh.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington.
Set for football now at AT&T Stadium. Brandon Aubrey has the honors, and we are underway here in Arlington. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Young wasting no time, right to the air.
And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
We have to see what kind of looks this defense is going to throw at him as this game moves along, but they're in a zone to start. I do think we'll see plenty of man coverage as we move along, but the first throw of this one, incomplete.
Let's put that team on the puck. 41's coming. 41's the mic. Here we go.
Young to throw again on 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. And Sanders has got it complete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
3rd down, Young from the gun. Forced out to his left.
That is caught, and he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
That's a big gainer on that play, and from experience, I can tell you, that's where defensive backs will come into the huddle and say, guys, how about some pass rush? But you're going to say it nicely because those big guys up front, they don't like being criticized very much. Quarterbacks in this league, you know they'll pick you apart if you give them time like that to find receivers downfield.
1st down, Young. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. Dancing to his left. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Now Young. He completes it to Tompkins. Touchdown, Panthers. From 21 yards away.
And the Panthers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Well, they said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, You want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive. He burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Cavante Turpin now from his end zone. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's got it complete to Tolbert. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Prescott. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Corner blitz that time by J.C. Horn, and he got home and dropped him. Prescott now on 2nd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
3rd and long for Prescott. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Throwing, Prescott. To the right side and intercepted. And the Panthers are going to get it back here just past the 35. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. That'd be ideal.
Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Now a 2nd down throw for Young. Throw right side taken by Sanders. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's Young on 1st down. Steps away to his left. And once again, this is Sanders. A big play there for Carolina.
41 yards.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Young to throw it. Flushed out right. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown.
Bryce Young
taking it in from 11 yards out.
And the Panthers lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game.
That's a really good decision right there outside of the pocket. You've got to know the right time to shift from passer to runner. He was looking and looking, nothing there. You can almost feel the brainwaves firing as he calculates, I think I can win a race to the pylon. And he turns out to be right. Touchdown.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Pinheiro now to kick this one away.
And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Successive penalties have them looking now at a 1st and 20. Looking to throw. Prescott.
A short one there taken in by Ferguson.
Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
2nd and 10.
To throw is Prescott.
That is caught by Lamb.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a second down and 6.
Watch the screen. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
They run again with Dowdle.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
On the run, it's Dowdle.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
They run here with Dowdle.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They'll try to throw now. Prescott.
And this one quickly to Lamb.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A good pickup there, 21 yards. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Dowdle is in. Touchdown, Dallas. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Now Mike McCarthy saying, let's go for 2. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away.
And, oh, that's one he's going to want back. A poor kick. It heads straight out of bounds.
Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Hey, alert. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Push him back. Push him back.
Young. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
50's the Mike. 50's the Mike. Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
After the encroachment penalty, here's 2nd and 5.
See what you got. Mike's 50.
Young to throw it. But it's caught. Tompkins. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now a first down throw for Young. He finds his man, complete. It's Sanders. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be second down. He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, all right, and on running plays, runs after contact, we call that getting dirty yards, tough, gritty ones. To me, that's like the version of a dirty pass. He knows he's going to get smacked, yet still delivers the football and picks up good yardage.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort.
Young looks to throw on first down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, Mike 50, Mike 50, Mike 50. Pick me up. Here we go. Black shot. Mike's 50. Go.
He'll look to throw.
Let's go, D, let's go.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. A great effort there. 27 yards.
And the Panthers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
Now Young's going to throw for this.
Flush to his right.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he stopped immediately there. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end. Now a hit and a loose football, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And they'll be inside the red zone with a ball at the 16-yard line.
So problems. Compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
And he couldn't quite.